I'm starting a new series of spoken essays. This first one came from a conversation this weekend about those little stories that do some real damage. It's titled The Toxic Stories That Need to Die. Never Surrender Quietly. You know the stories. The one about how you can't do this or that. That you're even crazy, irresponsible to dream so big. The one about how you're not enough and someone better, more qualified, with more experiences and more resources should do it. That story that provides compelling evidence that the world doesn't need what you want to provide. And the one that reminds you about what happened that time you tried and failed and how painful that was. The one that convinces you that the world might find out you have no idea what you're doing. Because these stories come from us, it can be very convincing that we are cursed forever to be limited by their bounds. But that's their intent, to bind us to some state of existence that favors them. And the closer we get to breaking free from that state, the louder they become as they fight for their existence. They only exist if we allow it. Imagine that each of those little toxic stories are life forms. They come into existence as a consequence of your existence, and they stay in existence as long as you keep them alive. And when they creep up and haunt you, it's because an opportunity to step past them has occurred, and it's a threat to their existence. Any life form that is facing an unwilling death will fight to the finish. These stories are no different, and they will be cunning and clever and come at you when you're at your most vulnerable, usually right before an opportunity to step forward presents itself. These stories know you because you wrote them, and they will use everything they know about you to their advantage. It's always darkest before the dawn. These stories will bring us into the darkest of caves, hoping that there is no chance of the light getting in. When you're feeling their power over you, take heart, the light is coming soon. Keep going. The best way to kill off these stories is to give them nowhere to go and nothing to feed on. Cloud them. Confuse them with your actions toward what you want. Eliminate room for them by filling up your mind and life with the stories that are calling you forward, calling you higher. And when the toxic stories are at their worst, call for help. Call for your community, your loved ones, the people in your life that can help you discern what is only a story and who you really are and who you are becoming and why it matters so much. Thank you.